Welcome back to Gaming Assembled. Today's part 11 of our Madeira campaign. Thank you for joining us. Before we start, we'd love to hear from you. So like, comment and subscribe to the channel and interact with us on social media. And thank you to Lucky Madhava and Pradeep Kumar Manikam for subscribing already. Let's get started. Okay, so let's jump back in. So last time we had our, well, let's just say what it was, what it is for what it was. It was a disaster, basically. Our war against Marrakesh went, about as bad as it possibly could have. We had to surrender. We're massively in debt. We're on negative prestige. Things are not the best, let's put it that way. So in this episode, I suppose our goal is just to try and pick things up a little bit. Try and do a bit better. Let's start with this. So we have our shaman burping and things like that. So yes, better out than in, my dad always said. Okay. So she's been a bit rude. Can't look at this. Where's our person? There she is. So how would she respond? So she's chaste and she's impatient, she's vengeful, she's sadistic. She's a drunkard, so she's probably well familiar with burping. So, let's see. Well, there's nothing that she'd particularly respect her simply because she's the equivalent of a priest. High charm or not, she'll learn proper manners. Or come now, haven't we all let one loose before? And that's because... why do we lose stress there? I don't know why we lose stress. Why would that give us less stress? Because she's burping. Well, we'll go with that one. Given that she's a drunkard and she's probably used to doing something like that in the tavern herself, we'll go with that. Let's have a quick glance at this while we're at it. And we've died. Just when things couldn't get any worse, we die. So let's see. High Menciata Fea the First of Maghreb has crossed the door to the world of the spirits at the age of 63. She drank herself to death, burping with a shaman. And, we're back in positive money. That's nice. A conscientious woman, she was renowned for her excellent skills as a steward and a ruler. High Menciata Fea ascends to the throne, a corrupt and unjust woman. Many do not expect her vassals to sit idly by if the realm starts to crumble under her watch. Okay. Well, welcome to ruler number 3. So, let's see what we've got. So, we are currently on our second husband, is it? Or is that the same dude? Egonega. So married the same dude twice, it would seem. I'm not quite sure how that works. Died on the 16th of October, 917. 16th of October, 917. Showing him twice for some reason. Maybe it was because he was a secondary and a primary spouse. I don't know. Who knows? So, let's see. So, in a way, it's a good thing that we've died, because it's instantly put us out of debt, which is good, and put us into positive prestige. So let's have a look at our character. She's arbitrary, she's forgiving, she's wrathful, which seemed rather contradictory. Quick to anger and fury. Quick to move on from most things. So she gets angry and then forgets about it. Well, I suppose that fits in with arbitrary, I suppose. She's a grey eminence, which is obviously that's brilliant. As a diplomacy thing, she's obviously quite good at diplomacy. She's Auguste. So honoured as a true ruler worthy of the empires of old, and she's a Reaver, so she's a raider, so maybe that'll be something that we do a bit more of. We didn't do a lot of that last time. So let's see, we are at war. Who are we at war with? Let's see. Okay, so this is... Who's claiming what? Who is this? So, this is an internal war now, which I'm not sure how we're a part of, considering we are the liege for both of them. I suppose we've inherited it. So our aunt is attacking our sister. And what are they attacking over? The chiefdom of Taza, which is that one. That one? Yes. So, okay. Not really sure how this plays out then now, because obviously both that person and that person are my vassals, so okay. I think I'd probably just stay out of it. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, let's figure it out. Too few spouses. Let's start with that, shall we? We'll have a look at everything else after. So we've got 2 secondary spouses. Is that not enough? Let's see, is there anyone who wants an alliance? The answer, as always, is no. So, how old are we? 44, there's not going to be any more kids. We've got plenty of them anyway. So, how about prowess? Let's see. So he's already our champion. He's 11, 10. Okay, so he's the best of a bad bunch. And he'll come, so why not? Medium chance of children. Well, not for much longer. So, right, can negotiate an alliance with our cousin. Why not? Family members can get married. So our son, so 2 of our sons can get married. So we've got, this one is already married and has got kids. So gives us that alliance. Alright, okay, so that's that territory there, which is obviously within our realm anyway. We've got quite a few allies. We're allied to most people within our realm, with the looks of things. So, should hopefully mean that internal factions and whatever is less of an issue, but we shall see. So, let's have a look. Find a spouse for our son. Alliance power. Kingdom of Takrur. Where is that? That's a good first question. On the coast. That might be a good one. So he's got another 2,000 men basically. Can easily drop into the sea and come up by a ship, or if they really want to be awkward to walk up, they can. So that sounds like a good one. So let's see, what's the line of succession? Of course it's going to be to him. So, but we'll go with that. I suppose the line of succession, yeah. So she's 3rd though, so we'll go with that. Maybe something will change on that front. And let's have a look at this one. Alliance power, Duchy of Kong. Where are you? Well, a bit further down, a bit further away. but you've got 2,500 men. Might take you a bit longer to get there. So you are our what? Oh, still on the same son. Well, we'll go with the younger one then. Since he's not going to be our primary heir anyway, we'll go with the younger daughter because she's got the beautiful trait, so that would be quite good. You can wait on that one. And let's see. Who else? This is one of our other sons, I think. So, yep, third son. Let's see what we can do there. Kingdom of Ghana. So that's these guys here in my one of my top 5 videos, I think. CK Dynasty. There they are. Yeah, that'd be quite a good shout. He's got another 2,500 men. What's his line of succession looking like? Too many boys for it to matter which girl we go for. So yeah, we'll go with that one. Not a problem. And a few allies here, which is good. And I suppose that's the advantage with these guys in that, you know, this culture and this religion, in that because they're polygamous, you only need a couple of kids and you've got alliance with lots of people. High Chiefdom of Mema, which is down there. Are they under? Yeah, they're under Ghana, so not really much point there, but what's the succession like? Wrong one. That's the one we want. Who could go with that? You never know. Might end up inheriting something. So, there we are. So you're not going off yet. Duchy of Lower Gurma. Yeah, why not? More the merrier. So I think we'll leave it there for him. Let's see. What else we got? Duchy of Yatenga, which is there. And oh, right. So we'll go with that one for old time's sake. The descendant of Haston. So this would be, what would she be? Jarl Haston of Cornwall died at 93. Jesus. So this is his daughter. Wow. 13-year-old daughter of a 93-year-old man. Okay, there's nothing wrong there at all. But there you go. But she's got good traits. What's that one? That's intelligent, so that's good. And there was this one here. We'll go with her as well. And we'll see what that gives us. In terms of me, we've already done that one. We just need to wait for that to tick through. Let's have a look at our lifestyle. So diplomacy, which makes a change. We've not had a diplomatic one for a while. So, well, ever in these campaigns. So let's see. Traits-wise, oh yes, she's our mixed bag, isn't she? Wrathful, forgiving, arbitrary. Bit of an interesting mix. So what would she go for? Foreign affairs, majesty, or family? Well, she's got a huge family, so maybe we go with that one. There's no obvious selection, I don't think, based on her traits as to which she would go for, but we'll go with that one just based on the fact that she's got a huge family already. Let's set up my council. So this is our aunt. She is the best one for that position. Steward. There we go. He's fairly rubbish just in general, so we'll go with him. And let's get that going in terms of that. Have we got any others we can convert here? What is our culture, isn't it? It's that one, isn't it? Gaunch, that was it. So we'll finish at the bottom down there. And we need a spy master. Cousin, husband, and champion. Well, we could go for him just because he's one of our powerful vassals. He doesn't like us all that much, so I tell you what we'll do. We will sway him. That will get him liking us a bit more. Let's have a quick look at our factions. So, she wants to be the queen, and she's being supported by her. So, the size of their faction isn't big enough, not going to be too much of an issue. She can't even get involved anyway, it's only her I'm basically fighting. So that should be fine. And these are just peasants. Mere peasants. No one of any import whatsoever. So, now all that's sorted, let's see what happens with this war. Fallen Sun. Well, that's a bit of a pain. We'll just set him up a load of marriages. That's a bit of a... That's a pain. Yeah, okay. So, I'll have to pile some on him. Okay, amid the chaos engulfs the drylands of Taza, I attempt to catch my bearings. Across the field, I spot Egonaga, yeah, him, our son, desperately fighting. Taza skirmishers are slowly surrounding him, his exhaustion only too clear. The glint of a sword suddenly catches my eye, and I watch as Menciato Aberdarman, husband of her, delivers the vicious death blow. I could not have saved him, but no parent should outlive their child. Okay, so what would she do? My brave son, oh, he won't get away with this. Well, she's wrathful, so he won't get away with this. And so this dude is making the pegboard. So he is our brother-in-law. Okay, so he's our rival. So, let's have a look. Take a sip of my coffee while we're doing this. Right. These are just various marriage proposals. So now we've got a torrent of grief over our dead son who was slain in battle. So, we can become a druggie. We can stop eating, or we can just press on. What would we do? Well, I suppose in the one sense we're forgiving, so we probably just press on. I don't think there's anything in there that would mean that we'd become basically a drug addict, or that we'd stop eating. We're not particularly religious, you know, there's nothing in there, so I think the only one we'd have to do is that one, really. No longer overwhelmed by stress. So, let's just have a look at our surviving son. Have we got all... Who did we get in the end? Maybe we can't do his secondary spouses yet. Maybe it was just overriding all the same one. Yeah, it probably was. Whoops. Okay, never mind. But we got plenty of alliances anyway. Religious carving, sponge on a stick. There we go. That's fine. There's nothing really to do there. Oh, is he dead? Who's that guy? Oh, he's just an old one we've got pinned on the lump in him. He died, like 15 years ago. No. Yeah, he did. 15 years ago he died, so we'll not worry about him. So we can ransom some people, so that's good. We'll ransom them off. 100 gold, excellent. So let's have a little look. What are we dealing with here? So that war's pretty much over. So she's going to win. No, she's going to win the war. I don't care. It's within my realm. I just wish it hadn't killed one of our sons. But there you go. But we've got some money. We're in the positive, which is a better situation than we were before. There we go. 3 once more. Brilliant. There we go. Right. So what we could look at doing is increasing our tribe authority. We are currently on... What are we on at the minute? Is it that one that we're on? Number 3? We could go up to number 4. I still don't actually know what the... Adopt feudal ways. This is it. This is what we want. Absolute tribal... Okay, we need to organise faith. Development in the Sheikdom of Madeira greater to or equal to 5. 70% of military, civic, tribal era innovations. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So, tribal era, well, we've not got 70% of them. We certainly need to do more on that. We're nearly there with quilted armour, which will give us armoured footmen. So another 3 years we'll have that. So then we can start working on another one. What's our development level? Development level is 7. So why that one isn't ticking, I don't know. Where's it gone again? There it is. Sheikdom of Madeira. That's just that land. Should be equal, greater or equal to level 5. I don't know. I don't know why that's the case. Is that a 5 or is that a 1? Maybe that's a 1, not a 7. I thought that. Oh no, it is. It's a 1. Oh right, there we go. I thought that was a 7. So that's something we can be working on. So instead of changing, promoting culture, we'll increase development. So we'll do that. Get that going. So that'll take some time to do. And I think what we could do with looking at is trying to organise our faith. Now we need, I think, one more holy site to do it. Because we've got 2, so we need another one. So the nearest one is that one. So we've got one down here somewhere, I think. Where are they? Let's put that back on. There we go. We've got one there. We've got one there. Nearest one otherwise is there or over here. And then we're all the way over in Alexandria, which is a mile away. So, in a way, that one might be easier, although he's got some allies. That one's probably going to be easier because it's a bit more isolated. This one is part of that monster, which is Kingdom of Andalusia. So that's going to be a bit more problematic. So perhaps we'll look at trying to get that one. So maybe we need to try and expand our way along the northern coast of Africa. I think he's who we went to war with before. He's just too strong at the moment. We'll pin him onto there. Keep an eye on him. Maybe if he gets dethroned or something like that, maybe we can try and do a little bit with that. But for now, I think we could try and expand down here a little bit. This guy, he's only got 400 men, so that would be something. And what we got, so about 2,000, a little over 2,000. So let's do that. Let's try and expand a little bit, take a bit of territory here, and then we'll try and work along the top with the goal of trying to get the holy site on the end there. and then we can try and reform the faith, which would be quite interesting. But for now, let's do this. Where's our troops going to form up? Let's form them up there, and let's take on this easy target. Conquer County. There we go. Okay. Finish my coffee just in time. So, taking some time to get all our men together. Now at Court Grandeur level 0. Were we not on at least 0 before? I'll have to have a look at that. Court artifacts. I think we've got all the artifacts up on the wall and whatever that we suppose we could reset it and do it differently, but number of knights, dread. Yeah, I think we just leave that as it is. Throne room, we've got one of these here. Okay, we just had this event. So how will our person react? Any better? Any different? Forgiving, wrathful. What else is forgiving? There you go. She's forgiving. She's forgiving her for burping. Let's have a look at Court Grandeur. So Court Grandeur is at level 0. So we're working our way up to that. It's just obviously reset with us having a new ruler. So let's see. I can call in an ally. They're just over the border, so that they'll get here fairly quickly potentially. What are our troops like now? We've got our Volta infantry, our pikemen, and our light horse. We could have another one, so we could do that. That would probably be a good thing for us. Mind you, I might wait, because we've nearly got the armoured infantry thing on here, haven't we? So that's in, what, 3 years? So we might wait for that and try and do that. Got some armoured infantry. But we're calling them in from just down here. Probably didn't really need them, but doesn't hurt. Divide and conquer. So this person has been actively supporting my aunt and sister-in-law and steward to install somebody else install that person onto the throne of Fez. However, my husband has planned to change that. Okay, so never support her again. Why not? Yes. Arbitrary, vengeful. No, perhaps we did need our allies. Fallen consort. So a secondary spouse. Where's my ally? There he is, he's coming. I think we definitely need to get them armoured, the armoured infantry, because my troops seem to be getting beaten quite easily. Each friend adds less stress. Close family opinion. Well, that would be quite useful considering most of my dynasty are family. Most of my vassals even are a family. Need a new spy master. Well, I could go with someone who's actually good at it, or I could go with someone who's just a powerful vassal. I think we go with the one who's a powerful vassal, just to sort of try and minimise problems. Let's get that land stabilised. Right, let's try and win this war. Where are those troops going? They weren't going there, were they? No, they weren't. Coveted claim. My courtier frets all through the day, evidently attempting to find the right words. At last we make our way to dine. She begins sheepishly. My host, they say Chamato Tamabada, your aunt, takes her purported claims on your lands more seriously each day. She maintains her personally. Start that again. She maintains that she is personally wronged by your continued rule of her rightful domain, Madeira in particular. Who is this person? My aunt, who is over there. So she feels that she should rule my lands. The venomous Bampot. So I could say that. And that'll give me stress because because I'm forgiving. I shall write to her at once. 68% chance of giving me a positive opinion, but there's also a 32% chance to become rivals. There's treason then, and potentially starts a war. Inconsequential prattle, I am sure. So, let's see. Well, she's a great eminence. She's educated. She's diplomatic. I think she'd write to her. I think that's the way we go. She gained 10 opinion of me. Brilliant. Anything we can do in here? Can hire a court physician. Have I got anyone actually useful? No. So we'll have to. We could try and bring someone in. Let's go with a renowned physician first. Let's go with adult, unmarried, my religion. Obviously limited it to 1. She's infirm. Is there anyone who I've got who we could bring her in to marry? My marshal. So, but is he? Yes, he's not got any lands. So she would come to my court. Brilliant. So now I should have, and that goes through. Why can I not hire her as my court physician? That's a pain. Is he not on my court? I don't believe he is he? Well, that's a pain. Okay, let's try that again. Just go for physician this time. And there's no one. Here we go. I've not pressed on all, have I? Silly me. Right, arranged marriage. Yeah, why not? No, don't like that. How about... my daughter, that's a possibility. Granddaughter. Well, that's rubbish. Let's try again. Let's go back to renowned physician. Now I've got it on all. Inside, no. Okay, how about... What was the other one? Is it trainee or something? Novice physician. Let's see if she'll come and marry somebody. No, she won't. Okay. Well, that's not gone very well. So what we'll have to do is... We'll have to search for one and we'll just take whatever we can get. That's probably going to be what we have to do. Right, let's get back to this war. quite experienced. She's a renowned physician. Brilliant. We'll have you. So this is in a second. Oh, going to finish. So there we go. Let's just ransom him. 50 gold. Excellent. Opportunity for peace. As soon as I see my rival, seem to have lots of rivals, Menciato Abenholm on the other side of the temple, I start to turn around, but to my surprise, High Menciato Abdul Rahman waves the knave honestly towards me. He has agreed to meet with you on neutral ground. It is unfortunate that two wrathful people such as yourself are feuding. Do you not think it is time to make amends? You might be right. I will amend his face, and you call him wrathful. Let's me divulge in his true character. I think, well, she's forgiving, so you may be right. We'll go with that. Right, there we go. So that's that victory. We can do an alliance with him. There we go. Too few spouses. I'm sure I've set one off going. Okay. Sort by prowess again then, see if we can bring in another good fighter. So that's the one I want, isn't it? Lovely. Trappings of majesty. I stand above my subjects as a sovereign ruler unequalled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewellery would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. Okay, so only the finest clothes basically for me, local fashions of symbolic meaning. I need not change things to legitimize my rule. Well, she's a born ruler, she's a ghost, she's Grey Eminence. I think she'd be confident in that. I don't think she'd need things to legitimize the rule. Okay, so we've taken that. So we'd have a little over, well, just under 2,500 men. Our men are fairly well depleted at the moment, so I think we wait. Yes, we've got Ghana who we can call upon, but let's not have to. That'd be better. So I think we'll let it tick through a little bit more. And I think perhaps we might leave it there for today. I mean, we've moved on to a new ruler. We've taken a little bit of land. We've got a little bit of a path forward, I suppose. I think that we've developed a little bit of a plan. So I think next time we might look at trying to take some land here. Try and take this, finish us off in this area other than Marrakesh, of course. And the more land we get, the more powerful we get, you know, etc. I mean, what can we do for this guy? We could take most of that. We could do that, take most of that. We could subjugate him entirely, but I'm not sure I want to do that because then I'd have a foreign ruler underneath, you know, underneath my realm. So I think we just take most of his lands next time, and then so we do that. Seize de jure territory. So take that. Not that one. We take maybe that one. Can't do that one, can I? What do I need for that one? I'm less than illustrious, so I need more for that. So I'd have to take it piecemeal, but we can take a chunk off him. We could take maybe that chunk, you know, a little bit, go further down the coast. So we could look at doing that next time. We've got the men to do it. Once we've got replenished and we can bring our ally in. And we can go from there. We've got another son we can start to marry off. That's the marriage that we didn't get before. So we'll get that one. Alliance power. Chief Kong, yeah, we were going to get that one before, and then he went and died on the battlefield, which was not so good. Oh yeah, we can't do these, can we? So just the one. So let's just let that tick through. I'm not sure who we get the alliance with there. Kong, that's the most recent one. So he's nearby anyway than the other one is. Keep forgetting that. Oh, there we go. We can do that anyway. So we'll finally get Hastings' daughter as a daughter-in-law. And there we go. So he's a bit further away, of course, but it only seems right to have that dynasty back on our side. And there we are. So we've got a few guys. We can look at taking some land next time. Then we'll look at trying to work our way across the top here. I mean, they're fairly well allied up, but there might be opportunity to take bits, you know, like that one, for example. We could easily take that and things. Not the Dutchy one, okay, that one. So we could easily do that, and that's helping us move along the coast that little bit further. So I'll take that, and I will save it there, and we'll see how we go. So once again, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.